Quotes from John Newton. From the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. My dear friend, the more the Lord blesses you in earthly things, the more sensible you will be that true happiness is only to be found in Himself. For sin and vanity are closely connected with everything beneath the skies. In this view, I trust He will enable you to number your troubles among your mercies, as necessary to keep your soul from cleaving to the dust, and to quicken your prayers and desires heavenwards. Second quote. It befits every Christian to say, it is not necessary for me to be rich, or what the world accounts wise. It is not necessary for me to be healthy, or admired by my fellow worms. It is not necessary for me to pass through life in a state of prosperity and outward comfort. These things may be, or they may not be, as the Lord in His wisdom shall appoint them for me. But it is necessary for me to be humble and spiritual, to seek communion with God, to adorn my profession of the gospel, and to yield submissively to His disposal, in whatever way, whether of service or suffering, that He shall be pleased to call me to glorify Him, in this world. Third quote. The Lord is my shepherd. This is a comprehensive word. The sheep can do nothing for themselves. The shepherd must guide, guard, feed, heal and recover. It is well for us, that our shepherd is the Lord Almighty. If His power, care, compassion and fullness were not infinite, the poor sheep would be forsaken, starve and die. Fourth quote. When our minds are enlightened by the Holy Spirit, then we receive and acknowledge what His word declares to be truth. Yet if we remain long without changes and trials, and when our path is very smooth, we are for the most part but faintly affected with what we profess to believe. But when some of our dearest friends die, or we ourselves are brought low with pain and sickness, then we not only say, but feel that, this world must not, cannot, be our rest. Fifth quote. Afflictions do us good likewise, as they make us more acquainted with what is in our own hearts, and thereby promote humiliation and self-abasement. There are abominations which, like nests of vipers, lie so quietly within our hearts, that we hardly suspect they are there, until the rod of affliction rouses them. Sixth quote. We are empty vessels in ourselves, but we cannot remain empty. Unless Jesus dwells in our hearts, and fills them with His power and presence, they will be filled with folly, vanity, and vexation. Seventh quote. We must be watchful of that sinful, shameful conformity to the world, which spreads like a gangrene, which is the reproach of the gospel, and threatens the utter extinction of vital religion in multitudes who profess it. Eighth quote. He has chosen me, and through His rich grace, I have chosen Him. There is a union between Him and my soul, which shall never be broken, because He has undertaken for both parts, that He will never forsake me, and that I shall never forsake Him. Thanks.